It was a gathering of who is who in the maritime and offshore industry at the inaugural OMIS Award night put together in recognition of excellence and outstanding performance. The OMIS is set to go beyond just an award, but an inspirational catalyst and set to become the leading global brand for the recognition and celebration of excellence in the maritime sector of the economy. The award, which was categorized into individuals and organizations, has different recognitions such as Lifetime Achievers Award, the Torchbearers, the Seafarers Recognition, the Outstanding Women in Maritime, among others.
I welcome you all to the inaugural OMIS Awards night. I thank you for your time and I apologize on behalf of the board for starting late. And celebration of excellence in the maritime and offshore industry. OMIS, as we say, is more than just an award. OMIS is an inspirational catalyst organized by HSE Nations International, and OMIS Award is set to become the leading global brand for the maritime and offshore sector. I'd like to thank our judges for all the hard work they put in ensuring that the awardees of tonight's event were really deserving of the OMIS Award and OMIS recognition. I'd also like to thank our CEO, a gentleman of the finest distinction, Mr. Femi Da Silva, who actually is the brain behind OMIS Award. He thought of this brilliant initiative. Well done, Femi, for all the hard work you have put in and for seeing it through. OMIS promises to be an annual event, so if you're not lucky to get the award this year, you might be lucky next year. Like I said, this is our inaugural award night, so it's going to be an annual event. I thought I could hear a clap for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, everyone, tonight is not time for long and boring speeches, so I will keep this very brief. I must start by appreciating every member of the eminent panel of judges of this year's award. Thank you all for bringing your wealth of experience to bear on deciding the nominees and winners of today, despite your tight schedule. I said I must say that it was quite challenging judging these entries, knowing that each of them performed excellently well, especially the categories that were overall winners. We are hopeful that by next year the bar will be raised even further. Thank you for you guinea pigs. This is going to be the Grammy Awards for the maritime sector.
Speaking at the event on issues bordering on maritime potentials, Captain Emmanuel Iheanacho and Dr. Ife Akirele has this to say.
It's very much a work in progress. Optimizing the potentials in the maritime sector involves optimizing consumption. It involves optimizing production. On the consumption side, yes, we're using maritime services to the fullest, but we also feel that we should be able to add value to the output of our economy by being able to produce maritime services. Maritime services, shipping, ports, so many things that we can do. So as I say, it's very much a work in progress. On the consumption side, we are there. On the production side, there's still a lot to do. Yes, of course, you are absolutely right in the observation that we have made. We should benefit a little bit more. We cannot be a nation that consumes services that are produced elsewhere. Whilst we sit down there, we have able-bodied people, we have intellectuals, we have other resources to buy infrastructure for producing shipping and port services. We should have people from the policy level actually thinking about these strategies, telling us this is how to go, and then marshalling all these resources so that we equalize the consumption with production.
I don't know where we should be, but we are getting somewhere. Remember when we started? I'm sure you've been there. I remember you as a young reporter. Awareness is definitely all over the place. That's why we're here today. This is a very high-class, selective awards, which is now separating the boys from the men. This award is going to separate the chaff from the wheat, because to draw up, I'm one of the judges, and I saw the criteria. It was tough. A lot of people pride themselves to be maritime operators, but when you go down to nitty-gritty, they really don't meet the criteria. They're kind of mediocre. But from looking at the nominees and all the things, I can use this to tell you that we have come a long way from, like, say, the early 2000s, right? We're getting somewhere. We're not fully completely indigenous. I mean, the cabotage is still a long story, but then awareness has grown. When I was at the Chamber of Shipping, it was a constant advocacy, and I actually feel a very good feeling about it. We have inland waterways now waking up to their responsibilities. You have barge operations growing. You have people who are going out fish trawling. Things are moving in the sector, which never did before. It wasn't just oil and gas and upstream, downstream, midstream operations. It's everything now within the maritime economy.
How do you react to the turnout of the event?
It's quite impressive, and it's quite surprising for us to have the who is who in the maritime and offshore industry attending this event. Wow, you know, I'm quite delighted by this show of love. It goes for to show that the industry appreciates what we do, and we're certain we're not going to disappoint them. Thank you so much to everyone that attended the event, and of course, I will stop this by saying a very big thank you to the journalists in the maritime sector for giving us a great support. We really appreciate this. This edition is an introductory edition. And being an introductory edition, it's expected that you have some hiccups, you know, you have some ups and downs. And I'm not saying that the process is entirely perfect, but it's a work in progress. You know, next year is going to be better. It's going to be more organized, and next year we are sure it's going to be Nigeria to the world.